store because everyone goes there, right? Okay, so you need toothpaste, olive oil, and a lemon. It's going to be a fine party.
A good dressing.
Yeah, you can make a good dressing and clean up afterwards. So you need toothpaste, olive oil, and a lemon. So in your mind, you could be saying, I'm going to go to the Safeway, pick up toothpaste, olive oil, and dressing. Okay?
A lemon.
Do we leave off the lemon?
You said dressing.
Dressing. Okay. Toothpaste, olive oil, and a lemon to make dressing. Anyway, so you've got 3 things. This is a plan. This is not outcome. Outcome would be like saying, okay, I'm going to go to Safeway, and I'm not going to run into anybody I know because I want to just go in and out, and I'm going to have enough cash, and I'm going to get in the 15 items or less line, and no one's going to hold me up, and it's going to be a real fast trip through Safeway, and then I'm going to get in the car, and I'm going to take this street home, and I'm going to park in front of the house. That's outcome. Where you're trying to control, right? You're trying to say, these are the acceptable experiences I'm willing to have in my quest for toothpaste, olive oil, and a lemon. So outcome, it's almost like a boundary. These are the only acceptable, no, we shouldn't say boundary. It's like a wall, right? Because boundaries we like, walls not so much, right? You got this wall that says, these are the only acceptable things that can happen on this quest for these groceries. That's being an outcome. The other way to do it would be use your brain, because this is the thing the brain's good for, helping you go to the grocery store. It's a real good brain thing. But once you launch your plan, I need toothpaste, olive oil, and a lemon. I'm going to get them at Safeway. That's my plan. Once you start in the car, you may realize, oh, I also need such and such. I should go to the other store. Now, if you're in outcome and you've already preconceived notion that the only place I can get these things is Safeway, you don't leave room for insights or ahas or remembering, oh, that's right, I'm out of soap. Oh, I don't like the soap at Safeway. I better go to Sonoma Market. Right? You don't leave room for insight if you're in outcome. You can have a plan, and then once you launch your plan, you let room for insight by not being in that wall of this is the only acceptable things I can experience. So as you are thinking about, I want to have, what's a good outcome? Who's got an outcome for us? Oh,
Support from your family.
that's not really an outcome. It's sort of a thing rather than a...
Would that be, you want the support to look a certain way?
Yeah, okay, let's just do that one then.
Yeah, I want Aunt Tilly to come up to me and say,
Yeah,
You look good today.
yeah, or the infamous. I want my family to say I did a good job.
Right.
Right, that's a good one.
Right.
I want my family to say I did a good job. And so it becomes I can't feel like I did a good job unless I get that outcome from them, unless they tell me I did a good job, because that's the wall. My family has to tell me I did a good job in order for me to feel like I did a good job, instead of just saying I really desire to feel like I did a good job. And I would love to have some acknowledgement from others that my emanation is being seen that way. I would like to confirm my internal world's creating my external experience by having my external experience reflect a good job. But you don't know what people will say to you that says you did a good job. Aunt Tilly, maybe you need to hear her say, you did a good job, and when people do a good job, I write $50 checks to them. So what you really want is a $50 check from Aunt Tilly, right? Because that's how Aunt Tilly says she did a good job. But what if, your little granddaughter came up to you and said, I really love what you did, painting dinosaurs on the wall or whatever you did that you like having a good job about, right? So it's when you decide ahead of time how it has to look in order for you to have a certain reaction or interaction. That's outcome. Mm-hmm. When you launch a plan, Veronica, I'm going to do the next book. That's launching the plan. But deciding ahead of time, it has to be this, it has to be that, it has to be this, it has to be that. There's no room for insight or aha. The best example of the whole thing is going to the grocery store. You get in the car with the idea to go to Safeway, and then you let it go. And that makes space for ahas to come in where you realize, oh man, I also need, so I better stop at the bank on the way. Or, oh, that's right, the car needs gas. I better stop at the gas station on the way. Right? You all have that happen all the time.
Right.
But imagine if, in this example, it's a little silly, but that makes sometimes it easier. Imagine if you were like, lemon, olive oil, toothpaste, lemon, olive oil, toothpaste, lemon, olive oil, toothpaste, lemon, olive oil. There's no room for the car needs gas, or oh God, I also need to stop at the hardware store, or oh my God, that's right, I'm driving right past Randy's house. I need to stop and say hi to her, or whatever. Lemon, olive oil, lemon, olive oil, right? That's outcome. And that's why we say it's outcome is sad, because all it gives you is what you've thought of with your brain. There's no room for insight, ahas, changing direction, right? You're halfway through Santa Rosa and you realize, wait a second, while I'm in Santa Rosa, I could do X, Y, Z. Instead of just being, I can only do what my outcome gives me. You feel it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. You all feel it?
Yep.
Outcome sad face. Outcome sad face. Remember we said scary sad face outcome with bad hair. All right, we're going to go. Thanks everybody for your good stories.